We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Myself, Grishma Dalal from Faculty of Pharmacy, Dr. Subhash Technical Campus, Pharmaceutical Engineering, Filtration 1.2. Today we are going to discuss about this. At the last video that you saw was Filtration 1.1. So please stay connected with these digits. In this video, we are going to focus on theories that are following the filtration process, right? The first thing that you need to understand is the rate is equal to driving force by resistance. You might be wondering what is this, right? So the rate of filtration may be expressed as volume per unit time, right, as it is written here, dv by dt. You should understand that any flow of liquid through a filter follows basic rule that govern the flow of any liquid through the medium offering resistance. There is definitely resistance when you start the process of filtration. You should know that there will be some resistance, and by that resistance your solid will be retained, right, or the filtration process will occur, right? So it is not only the force, driving force, but also resistance is responsible and affect the rate of filtration, right? The driving force is the pressure differential between upstream and downstream, right? Force can be anyway, upstream or downstream, but resistance here is not constant. You should understand that resistance is not constant, right? It keeps on changing, it keeps on increasing with an increase in deposition of solid on the filter medium. Therefore filtration is not also a steady state. To understand it further, there we have your theories, right? These theories, like first one, that is most important, Poiseuille's equation. The filtration is similar to the streamlined flow of a liquid under pressure through capillaries. You can see here the equation is V is equal to pi delta PR raised to the power 4 by 8L eta. It's eta, right? V is equal to rate of flow, that is volume of liquid flowing in unit time. How much volume of liquid flows in unit time, that is denoted by V. Delta P is the pressure difference across the filter, across the whole filter. What is the pressure difference? R is of course the radius of the capillary in the filter bed. L is equal to thickness of filter cake, and eta is the viscosity of the filtrate, right? In last video we have already seen all the definitions. What do you mean by filtrate, filter cake, right? So if you are finding any difficulties, then you can follow the last video, right? Here what Poiseuille has focused, he is saying that the filtration is similar to the streamlined flow of a liquid under pressure. No matter how much pressure it is applied, but streamlined flow of the filtration is observed, right? It will be a little bit of straight. If the cake is composed of a bulky mass and the liquid flows through the interstices, right, that is the capillary tube or any pores, then the flow of liquid through these may be expressed as a Poiseuille's equations. So in future, if you consider a filtration, right, via interstices, then it is perfectly well suited for Poiseuille's equation. Next is Darcy's equation. Capillaries found in the filter. The capillaries found in the filter are highly irregular and non-uniform. This is the most important thing to understand. Darcy's equation focuses and tells us about that how the filtration and filter is highly irregular and it is not uniform, right? Therefore, if the length of capillary is taken as a thickness of bed, a correction factor for radius is applied so that the rate equation is closely approximated and simplified, right? So to understand this further, there are some factors that influence the rate of filtration, which you can see in the Darcy's equations, right? V is equal to Ka delta P divided by N. It is not N, it is eta by L, right? So it is almost the same, only the change is K, which is K is a permeability coefficient of the cake, A is surface area, right? I repeat again the whole equation. This equation assumes that capillaries found in the filter are, capillaries is nothing but it can be, capillaries can be interstices, capillaries can be a hole through which the filtration occurs, and found in the filter are highly irregular. They are not regular, they are non-uniform. Therefore, if length of capillary is taken as a thickness of bed, a correction factor of radius is applied so that the rate of equation is closely approximated and simplified, right? The next is Koizumi-Karman equation. You can spell it the way you want it, right? Koizumi-Karman equation, right? V is equal to A divided by eta S square X delta P divided by KL, and it is again multiplied by epsilon raised to the power 3 divided by into the bracket 1 minus epsilon whole raised to the power 2, where epsilon is porosity of cake bed, specific surface area of particles comprising the cake, that is generally in meter square or meter cube. K is Koizumi constant or Koizumi constant. Usually it is taken as 5. Now, by looking just to the equation, we cannot know what it wants to tell. So, Koizumi-Karman equation is made applicable to porous bed based on capillary type structure by including additional parameter, right, which is widely used for filtration, right? In this, the terms that are shown, constant, which I already told that it is generally Koizumi constant is usually taken as phi. The effect of compressibility of cake on flow rate can be appreciated from these equations, since the flow rate is proportional to this epsilon, right? A 10% change in porosity can produce almost threefold change in V, right? V is, as I mentioned, if you forgot about V is nothing but it is the rate of flow, which I already mentioned in the first equation, that is Poiseuille equation. V is what? Rate of flow, right? So it can create changes. Koizumi-Karman, if you it is just a mathematical derivation of, if you want to understand deeply, then there will be a huge change in V if you try to change any porosity values, right? But there are some limitations to Koizumi-Karman equation. Koizumi-Karman does not take into account the fact that depth of granular bed is less than the actual path traversed by the fluid. The actual path is not straight throughout the bed, but it is sinuous or tortuous, right? So that these are the few theories, the most important theories that are affecting the filtration. In our next lecture, we will continue and focus on factors that affect the filtration. Thank you so much, and please stay connected, and make sure to watch the next video to continue the lecture. Thank you.